it had shut the recording off automatically, and it did not. It just looked like it had, but I still need to go in there and turn off that recording. So I'm saying that to you so that I remember. Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to LisaBug Stamina. It's time to work stamina of the muscles. And so we're going to do a little bit of our lymphatic warm up, really get the body heated and going with all of the joints. And then we're going to work on what I call super slow training. And you guys, we're going to go slow. And what's the reason? What are the benefits for going slow? When we go slow, for instance, down into our squat, it takes more time. I mean, that's obvious, but it increases something that's called time under tension, TUT. So it's the time that that muscle or those muscles stay tensed is longer. So that's going to increase the stamina of our muscles. It's also beneficial because it helps us to protect the joints, because the muscle is doing all of the work. We're not getting any momentum or swinging going in our exercises. It takes less weight to get more work done. So those are some reasons that it's a big benefit. Also, it's been shown to help with bone density more. So when those muscles contract, longer time under tension, it pulls on the bones and it strengthens our bones. So sounds good? Okay, I have a couple pairs of hand weights, my water, and a heavy resistance band. I also have the hand towel for the back of my head for our core work and the padding for my knees. So I want you to start by putting your feet in kind of a split stance position. We're going to do the body wave from here. So come down and up on toes and just start to warm up. I have the split stance position because it focuses a little bit more on balance, distributing our weight a little differently. And as always with these classes, I want you to decide what the range of motion and speed is for you with these exercises. Start to focus on your form and your breathing. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it down, both knees bent. We're going to push and pull and rotate our torso. Just reach it out there. You can do fists, you can do flat palms, you can open and close your hands. Just start to work through the upper body there. Breathing. Feel your lower body steady, no movement there from the pelvis down, just the upper body rotating and reaching. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Switch the stance. Left foot in front, right foot back a little bit, about hips distance apart, body wave, down and up, down and up. These exercises are meant to really get the blood pumping, the lymphatic fluid moving, our body and our joints heating up, our mind connected to our body so we're ready for that workout. The 3 B's, the brain, the body, and the breath. And let's do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it down. So we have that knee bend. Push and pull. Fists maybe, or open fingers. Maybe flexing your wrists. Now try not to shrug your shoulders up. Press them down. Feel your neck nice and long. The head is not moving. It's just the rib cage, the shoulders, the torso. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Let's start your dead arms. Circle around. You can move your head or keep it stationary. You can pick here. Rotate. Just let your arms feel heavy and relaxed and slap the sides of your body. Good. You're picking up your heel to twist. And we have 5 more. 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come to the center. High knee march, right and left. Check your good posture. Take those arms out. Clap the knees here. Knees and open. Good. Posture number 1 with this. Keep your head neutral. Try not to hunch forward so you can get the knee up nice and tall. Range of motion of the arms, nice and gentle. 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Wide stance with the feet. Turn your toes out. Bring your right hand to your hip or to your leg. We're going to reach over, pull down. Reach over, pull down. Nice big side stretch. Opening up through the lats. Bending the right knee, then straightening it. Good. 5, 4, 3. That stretch always feels so good. 2 and 1. Great job. Other side. Reach and pull. Bend the left knee and straighten. Stretch and breathe. Notice any difference you feel from one side to the other. Just relax and reach into it. Abs are tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those feet closer together. Lymphatic hops. Just bounce it up and down. Shake everything out. You can hear my hardwood floor going squeak, 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 squeak. Oh. Okay, 10 seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, grab a big drink of water here before we get started. Super slow is our training effect today. I'm going to do a lot of counting our tempo, but once I get you going, I just want you just to go slow at whatever pace works best for you. I want you to grab medium weights. We're just going to practice this with our squats, and then I'm going to give you a lot of different arm movements to add, and it's all up to you what you put into this. So bring your feet, toes facing forward, just outside the width of the fronts of the hips, and we are going to sit back into a super slow squat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up slowly. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to come down. 3, 2, 1. Exhale to come up. Good. Now keep going at this nice slow pace. Some other benefits of doing this super slow training is we have more time to think about our form and our alignment. The faster we go on an exercise, we could do things maybe a little bit incorrectly, get out of alignment, and we can start to put that into our muscle memory. Down, 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 down. Good. Ooh, okay, I'm going to start to add some arms now. We'll come down into that super slow squat. And as we stand up, just lower your arms slowly by your side. Then you're going to curl. 4, 3, 2, 1. Press. 4, 3, 2. Man, you wouldn't think that this is going to really start heating up the body. But the longer these muscles are under tension, it's burning calories because you have to continually fire the muscle. That takes energy. ATP, adenosine triphosphate. I'll get into my physiology with you, but you're constantly
using energy to fire these muscles. So your body's going to really heat up even though you're not going fast. Let's do one more like this. Then keep the weights at your shoulders, and as you rise, push them up any amount and come down. Now, I know we've reviewed this stuff a lot with pressing above the head. You have lots of options if that's not going to work okay for your body. You can do a small press. You can change it back to those bicep curls. Do what feels best for you. But I don't want you to avoid pressing above the head altogether. So maybe you quickly set your weights down and you're doing these with a reach up or something very light. Good. I start to feel my quads really burning here now that we've been doing these very slow squats now for a good couple of minutes. Let's do one more. And press. Then slowly come down into that squat. Hold it there. 10, 9, little isometric. 7, 6, weight in the heels. 4, 3, uncle, 2, and 1, and come up. Good. Shake out your legs. Nicely done. Okay, now we're going to take this into a super slow deadlift. I'm going to turn on a little bit of an angle here. Weights are in front, close to the body. Soften your knees, tip your butt back with a flat back. Come down into your RDL, your Romanian deadlift, and then squeeze your glutes and your hamstrings to come up. Now you might be able to do heavier weight with this. So if you really like to focus on that heavier strength training for your glutes and hamstrings, pick up a heavier workload and then join back in. Inhale and we come down. So this gives us a lot of time to focus on good posture, to notice whether we're engaging our abs or not. Down, down, down. Hesitate, slowly pull up. And it's really interesting if with your brain, if you imagine that you're pulling something up that's really heavy. So right from here, go, pull. You can actually initiate a little bit more muscular contraction by concentrating on those muscles in the back of the legs and glutes. Pull it up. Good. Now let's come down into that deadlift and hold that position. Turn your palms in towards each other. Slow row. Pull back 4, 3, 2. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Release 4, 3, 2. Stabilize your core. Pull back 4, 3. Make sure your knees are bent slightly. Release it slowly. That's that negative work. Exhale when you pull. Good. We also have more time to work breath control here when we're doing this slow training. Exhale. Good. Release it down. I'm going to do 3 more just like this. Pull it up slow. Shoulders, your upper back is working, a little bit of biceps, and you're releasing to the reverse. 2 more times. Bracing, abs nice and strong. And release. 1 more time. Pull it up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly down. Then we'll rise up slowly from our deadlift and take a break. So during that exercise, we were working the lower body isometrically because we weren't moving there at all. So we're going to go back into those squats. This time, turn your weights this way. You might need a lighter weight for this, but we're going to sit into the squats and bring the arms straight out in front. And then come up slowly. Ooh, take it down. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 4, 3, 2. Now, if it's too heavy, bend your elbows a little bit. So I'm going to show you from the side. I'm still lifting my arms up, but I have a little bend in my elbows. We're shortening the lever that way. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Good job. Sitting back into the heels. Exhale. And then inhale. You can also do the reverse of that. You can inhale to come down. And exhale to come up. You guys, we have 4 more of these just like this. Hang in there with me. Down for 4, 3, 2, 1. The weights get heavy, just quickly set them on the floor and keep going with no weights in your hands. 3 more. Or do a bicep curl here. And come up. I know this slow training is really hard on the brain, isn't it? Your body wants to go faster. Stay with me and up. Good, we have 1 more of these. I am busting out. The sweat meter is really up. And rise, 2, 3, and rest. Great job. Shake everything out. Let's go ahead and grab a drink. So set those weights down for a second. Rehydrate. The more we sweat, the more water we need to take in. All right. So now we're going to do a 1-arm movement. So take the weight in your right hand. I'm going to step our left foot forward, right foot way back. So feel a little calf stretch here. I'll be on an angle a little bit. And then we're going to pull the weight straight back slowly and release it down. I'm going to give you 2 options of exercises here. That's option 1. Option 2, open your arm out to the side slowly and down. Or you can alternate the 2 exercises. So 1 pulling to the back, slow, hesitate at the top, release it down. And then you can try that 1-arm reverse fly, sending the arm out to the side, a little soft bend in your elbow, and down. Good. So let's get about another 45 seconds, whichever exercise you want to do here, or combining them. I'm going to stay with the reverse fly because my weight is a little bit on the lighter side, and I can do this one pretty adequately. I feel more work here with this exercise. 30 seconds. Slow down the negative, so try not to just drop that weight down toward gravity. Slow both directions. 15 seconds. Good. Probably just time for 1 more rep. Up. Engage the core. And down. And release and step in. Good. Now I really felt a lot of core in that exercise, just bracing this position for my upper body. So let's go on the other side. Support here. The weight starts outside of your knee. Let's pull it back first for 4, 3, 2, 1. When we're going slower, we can actually increase our range of motion a little bit. So if you think about this, if I did it too fast, I wouldn't be able to complete the rep with good range of motion and control. Now we can try that reverse fly out. And down. This seems a little bit more challenging on this arm for me. So I'm going to alternate 1 pulling back and then 1 reverse fly on this arm. That's the beauty of single arm training, is you can sometimes choreograph it just a little bit different on one side of your body from the other one. I'm going to try staying with this one. 45 seconds, everybody. And breathe. We're not getting very many reps in 45 seconds. It's maybe only 4 or 3. 30 seconds. Breathing wherever it feels right for you. Resting if you need to before that 45 seconds is over. We're down to 15 seconds. Maybe time for one more repetition. Good job. Finish this when you're on. And step it in and relax. Good. I want to go back to those squats with 2 weights. And we're going to do 2 different exercises. So we did a squat with the bicep curls. We also did a squat with the overhead presses. Now I want to have your arms go in opposite directions. So start with the weights here. We'll start to slowly come down in our squat. Hesitate there. As you're coming back up, the right arm pushes to the ceiling, the left arm comes down toward the floor. Then, as you slowly sit into your squat, bring them back together. We'll stay with this same side for 5 reps. Press it up slow. Good. And bring it down. There's 2. Here's your exhale. 3. You might need to take more than 1 inhale and exhale on the rep because they're going so slow. You might have to take 2 separate breaths. 2 more. Up. Now, if the arm above your head isn't working, then leave that piece out. Good job, good job, good job. One more time here. Press it up slow. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down into the squat. Now we're going to trade places with the arms. Left arm goes up. Right arm comes down to the floor. Good. And slowly melt back down. Bringing the hands back to the center line. 4 more. Now, the slower we go in our squats, we have time to go lower if it feels okay for your body. So if it's okay on your knees, your lower back, you can come on down a little deeper, but listen to your body. Here's number 3. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Melt it down. Good job. Engage your abs right here. Firm them up. 2 more. Stamina, guys, that's where we're working on this month. Muscular stamina. Good job. 1 more here. Pressing up. Good job. And coming back down. Both hands here. We're just going to do 3 more squats just without using your arms. Come up slow. And down slow. Take your time. I feel like my heart rate's really up even though I'm not moving fast. It just takes a lot of cardiovascular capacity to contract your muscles so much. This last one, we'll finish it up at the top. Push up, 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 up. Keep coming, keep coming. And then slowly release the weights down. Set them on the floor, grab a drink. You'll probably need your lightest weight for the next exercise. So my 3s are over here. I'm going to grab those really quickly. Woo. Okay, so on this next exercise, it's the deadlift, which we've done many times. So we're not going to change the deadlift, but we're going to change what we're doing with our arms. This is called the cobra. So I want you to stand here. Your palms are facing forward and your arms are going to stay right next to the sides of your body, and you're going to move them with you as you hinge forward. So watch how my arms are staying next to the sides of my body. So when I get down in the deadlift, triceps and shoulders are really firing. Then I'm going to stand up. Good. So let's hinge it down. Inhale. 4, 3, 2. Hesitate. Come up. 4, 3. I would not want to do heavier weight than these 3s. This is plenty. You can even do it without any workload, or hold on to a couple cans of beans. And up. Do you have beans in your cabinet? You should all have beans. Beans, beans. They're not only the musical fruit, they're so good. Fiber. Yep. Okay, guys, 2 more of these. Do you feel the back of your arms really generating some heat? Straight arms if you can. And come up, squeezing your glutes and hamstrings. 1 more time, hinge forward. 4, 3, 2, pull it up. 4, 3, 2, and relax. Great job. Okay, very lightweight again. Now this exercise might not be for everybody, so I want you to see how it feels for you, but we're going to open our arms out to the side. Now, if you start to feel pain anywhere, then adjust where your hands are. Maybe bring them out to the front a little bit on an angle. You don't have to come all the way up like this. And you can also bend your elbows. So let's soften your knees and do a few slow arm raises on any angle and slowly come down. Again, I mentioned at the beginning of class, when we train super slow, we don't need as heavy of a weight that we would normally use to do some of these exercises. Because of what? TUT, time under tension. Okay, so 1 more. This is just kind of a trial to see how this feels for you. And then we're going to bring it down and change our body position to hinge forward into your deadlift position. So right about here. Now let's open those arms out. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down slowly. If your shoulders say, not for me, then you can pull this back this way, and it should work for you, but give it a try. And then again, just practicing to see what works for your body here. Slowly, slowly, and down. We're just going to do 2 more of these super slow so that you can see what works. And then we're going to marry this with our deadlifts so that we're moving in a compound manner. So the upper body and the lower body are going to be moving at the same time. Let's do 1 more. Open out. 4, 3, 2, little hesitation, and control it down. Good. Hopefully your spine was nice and neutral. Come on up. So now we're going to put it all together. I'll give you a diagonal view. So as you're coming down into your deadlift, your arms are opening slowly as you're tipping further forward. And then as you're coming up with your back, your arms are slowly closing back in. Now that puts the work on a different angle for the shoulders. So make sure it still works for you. And up. So we're going to do 1 minute of these. Slowly, slowly. Try not to start to rush it. We have a muscle memory in our brain for lifting weights, and it's not at this speed. We don't do this very much, so you really might have to just talk to your brain and go, come on, brain and body, slow down. Remind yourself of all the benefits for going at this speed. Building bone density, increasing our lifting form and our alignment, increasing time under tension, and safety for our joints. Good job, guys. We have time for one more. Tip it forward. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Set one of your light weights down and do another single arm for the tricep. Let's take it into the right hand. Left foot is in front and you're back in that lunge position supporting here. Bring your elbow up nice and high. Take your elbow to about 90 degrees. So your weight's not here, it's down here. And we're going to straighten this arm slowly. 4, 3, 2. If you can't do it on the first one, your weight's too heavy, so get something a little lighter. Stop right here at 90. Take it back up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Whoa. You know what's really working hard is the back of your shoulder, just to keep your arm in this position. So it's getting some isometric training. Good job. Take breaks when you need, everybody. And let's push it back there one more time and keep our arms straight this time. And then slowly bring your arm straight down. That's going to help your shoulder. Your shoulder just said thank you. Keep that arm straight as you lift it straight back slowly. Pause and come down slowly. Good job. Let's do 2 more like that, and then we're going to kind of make it into a sequence. That sounds fun. And down, because that works what? The brain. When we do sequencing, we got to work our brain. One more time. And this leg is getting some isometric work as well as your torso and your core. Okay, so stay with me for the sequence. Straight arm. Lift it up there. Hold it up. Bend your elbow. Slow, slow, slow. Straighten your arm slowly. Wow. And then lower it down. 4, 3, 2. We're only going to do 2 more like that. It's intense. Straight arm. Pull it back. 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Bend the elbow. 4, 3, 2. Straighten the arm. Slow. 4, 3, 2. And bring it down. 4, 3. Oh my. If it's too heavy, put the weight in your hand and just do it without any weight. Okay, last time. Bring it up slow. 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Slowly bend the elbow. 4, 3, 2. Slowly straighten. 4, 3, 2. Bring it down, down slow. 4, 3, 2. That was not fun at all. Oh, man. Let's do it on the other side. That's the good news, bad news. We have one more side to go. Okay, so let's start. Oh, this arm feels nice and fresh. So let's go to straighten. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend. 4, 3, 2. Try not to let your shoulder drop. So it doesn't matter how high up it is, as long as it's lifted a little bit, but just keep it there in that position so we can get the back of the shoulder firing. Good job. And 2 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Do you have the right weight for this? My 3s are plenty heavy. I could not do any more. Okay, this one we're going to bring it up and hold that arm straight. From here, keep your arm straight and come down so your shoulder says, oh, good. Oh, I can stop working for a second. But you got to start again. To start working again, pull it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both of these exercises work the tricep with different mechanisms. So the tricep crosses 2 joints, your elbow and your shoulder. So both these two exercises, we get both of those done. Okay, now we have the sequence. We're going to do 3 reps. So starting from here, slowly bring the arm up. 4, 3, 2. Slowly bend the elbow without letting the arm drop. 3, 2. Slowly straighten. 4, 3, 2. Slowly lower. Do you have your abs engaged? You don't have to be bent over as far as I am. You can be up here more. 4, 3, 2. But the more I bend over, the more I can get the work in the shoulders. So this feels pretty good for me. Straight and slow. 4, 3, 2. Arms straight, come down. 4, 3. Holy moly. One more time. Do you guys still like me? I'm feeling like you're going, Lisa, what are we doing today? 3, 2, 1. Straighten. 4. We're aging strong is what we're doing. And lower down. 4, 3, 2, and rest. It's time for a break. Set the weight down. Let's do a stretch before we grab a drink. I'm feeling like my arm just needs to come across here and just stretch across the shoulder and the tricep a little bit. Let's look toward that same side shoulder to get a little neck rotation. And I can get a sensation in my upper back if I kind of feel like I'm pushing my shoulder forward, if that makes sense. So just open up the shoulder blade a little. And then expand both arms out. Take a breath in. And exhale, bring the other arm across. Look over the shoulder. Rotate the shoulder forward a little bit. Relax your shoulder blade down. Okay, so we're going to start to transition to the mat, but before we do, push-ups is next. Super slow push-ups. The number is 5. I know, because it takes us about at least 10 seconds to do one push-up. So it's going to be roughly about a minute of push-ups. So if you want to stay up and go to the wall, do that. You know what I really like is if you've got a couch, come on your knees or a countertop and do your push-up that way, or you can come down to your mat. Let's grab a drink before you go. We have 5 super slow push-ups. And I really want you to go slow, so try not to rush. So I'm going to do mine from my knees with my hands nice and wide. So rather than counting my numbers and my timing, I'm going to look at my clock over here and we're going to try to do these for 1 minute. So whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and begin. Now you don't have to come down really low, especially if you're on the floor. As you notice, the lower you go, the more compression there is in your joints, but you're also working the muscles a little bit deeper too. Just take your time, keep your abs engaged, your head position nice and neutral. And you're exhaling slowly as you're pushing back away from whatever surface that you're on. Good, take it down slow. I'm on number 3. I think I'm only going to get 4 of them done in the 1 minute because you guys, we have just about 10 seconds. So wherever you're at, finish this last push-up you're on. And once you press up from it, take any kind of a stretch or break that feels good for you. Relax. Great job. Okay, so now we're going to be on our side. I want to take that big 3 that we did last week from Stu, what was his name? Stuart McGill's big 3. So your choice is to take your rubber band and go ahead and put it around your thighs. just above your knees. You want a weight that you're going to do rotator cuff work super slow. And then I have my padding here to put my elbow on. So when we chatted after class last Thursday, if you weren't in class last Thursday, we talked about the big 3 exercises. And this comes from a professor at Waterloo University. And one of his big 3 exercises, and this is for low back pain, is called the side plank. So we get our shoulder and our elbow in alignment. And then Nancy McCall was bringing her arm forward like this and using this hand a little bit to help with the shoulder pressure here. And all we're going to do is lift our hips up off the floor and hold it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, come down. Good. Now, Linda had a question after class last week. She felt that when she came up, it would feel better to push her hips forward. Is that right? Is it wrong? It's both ways are right. So if we have our knees here at 90 degrees from the hips and 90 degrees here, we can keep our hips like that and just lift off the floor. You don't have to worry that you've got a fold here at your hips. Okay, but I want you to see the difference. If I bring my legs back behind me this way, where my body's now in a straight line, then I lift up and I don't have a bend at my hips. So these are both correct. So let's do 2 more of these on this arm. I like the knees forward a little bit more. Feels like there's less pressure in my shoulder. So let's lift up. You can bring this hand here to help take a little pressure off your shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, relax. And if you need to come off that shoulder for a second, go ahead and do that. So you can, I feel a little pressure right there. And then we'll do 1 more. Lift those hips up. So this is one of Stu McGill's big 3 for low back pain. 5, 4, 3, 2, and come down. Great. Okay, now you can go ahead and come all the way on your side if you'd like. I've got a little pillow here. Now I'm not supporting myself with my shoulder at all. I'm going to take hold of our light hand weight, clamshell and rotator cuff super slow. So start to rotate up 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down slow. Good. And again, so we're going to do about a minute, depending on the speed that you're going. Might be about 5 reps. And really going slow, especially when you're coming back. That's the easy part. That's when gravity is helping you come back. And the rubber band is kind of pushing you back to the start position too. So you've got to really slow it down here on that negative. Good job. I lost my timer here. I think we have 20 seconds. Boy, I'm really feeling that top hip. 10 seconds. Let's take enough time to get 1 more rep here. We might go over a minute just a little bit. And at that speed, I don't know about you guys, but I felt that was enough. I felt that was enough reps, both for my rotator cuff as well as for my hip. Okay, take a second and come to the other side. We'll do our side plank first. Keeping in mind that both of those positions are correct for your hips. You can have the knees forward about 90 degrees here and here, or you can have the legs back behind you if you like to have this straight line here. Okay, so first check and make sure your elbow and shoulder are in neutral. And let's lift the hip up, hold it, breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, come down and rest. Now, if you need to completely come off that shoulder while you're resting, come down, do whatever you feel like you need to there if it's really bothering you. But make sure your elbow isn't underneath you or way out here. I want it right in that neutral position. Okay, we're going to do 2 more. Lift the hips up. Now here's where we want our spine to be neutral. So I don't want to have my butt up so high that I feel like my spine isn't in a neutral position. 4, 3, 2, come down. Good. And for today, if you can only get 1 done, not 3, I'm good with it. We're just kind of starting to integrate this into our classes. So we have to start wherever we can start. Okay, 1 more. Try not to shrug here. So really lift up and hips lift, hold it. Breathing. It's about a 15-second hold. And we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and come down. Okay, get yourself comfortable for 1 minute of rotator cuff with clamshell. And remember, in clamshell, your feet stay together. Your elbow stays tucked into your waistline. Okay, we have 1 minute, so start slowly. Rotate up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down. Take your time. Now I have more range of motion in my arm, my rotator cuff, than I do in my hips with this hard band on. So I'm ending up continuing to move my arm a little bit after my leg has stopped moving. That's okay. 30 seconds. Good job. And down. Let's get 2 more of these. I think we're going to go again just a little bit over a minute. Try not to roll back with your pelvis or your back. Imagine you're right up against a wall. And last one on these, really push that hip out. 4, 3, 2, 1, down. 4, slow, slow. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Set your weight down. Excellent. Press yourself up. We'll slip the band off from around the knees. And then we're back into our big 3 exercises. So the next one is our bird dog. I'm going to use my padding for my knees. So come over onto your hands and knees for bird dog. That is his number 1 exercise in the big 3. So what we're going to do with this exercise today is we're going to go super slow, alternating sides. So my right leg's going to go back first, my left arm forward, and we're going to send it out slow. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly return. And then plant your weight and switch sides. Left leg, right arm. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly return. Good. 2 more on each side. 4. I like this super slow for bird dog because I feel like I can really focus on the alignment of my spine, but there's continual movement of my arm and leg. So that's really challenging my core engagement. Good. We have 1 more on each side, sending it away. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. 3, 2, and switch, sending it away. 4, 3, 2, down. 4, 3, 2, and relax. Take a child's pose or any other little stretch here for you. And then our last exercise in the big three is he has a really interesting way to do abdominal crunches that we're going to review. We did them on Thursday, but I know not everybody was with us. So I have a hand towel to support the back of my head. You don't need to have it. You can use your fingertips. And let's come onto our back. This will be our last position transition. Come all the way down. Okay. So his idea with this exercise is that he wants you to leave this space underneath your lower back present, because that's your neutral spine, right? Everybody's is a little bit different. I kind of have a big space under my lower back, but whatever that is, you want to keep that in place. And so when you do your crunches, I do not want you to push your back down into the floor. That's the difference between this particular exercise. We're going to keep that neutral. Slide your right leg straight out. Your left knee is bent. Reach for your hand towel or bring your fingertips to support your head. So you're keeping that small space under your lower back, and we're going to do super slow crunches. So just the upper body's lifting up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do 5 reps. Relax your head into the hand towel or into your fingertips so you're not stressing your neck. When you come all the way down, if you let your head touch and relax it for a second, that's going to help your neck too. 3 more. Exhale, come up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. Now on the last 2, I'm going to give it an optional LisaBug twist. You don't have to do this. This leg that's extended as you curl, you can lift it off the floor and hold it up and come up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. You can let your leg drop or keep it up. We have 1 more rep. Come up slowly. 4, 3, 2, 1, down. 4, 3, 2, and relax. So that just added a little bit of quadricep engagement by adding that leg raise. But that's not the way Dr. McGill does it. Okay, left leg extended out. Nice long spine. Find that space under your lower back. Now, when he does the exercise, he puts a hand under there to make sure that his lower back isn't pushing. That kind of bothers my shoulders. So I just want you to be aware that there's space under your back. Okay, inhale to prepare. Come up slow. 4, 3, 2, 1. Is the space still under your back? Come down. 4, 3, 2, inhale. Exhale, come up. Slowly lower. Relax your neck. Here's number 3. Super slow training for the core. Rectus abdominis. Now with a LisaBug twist, option to have your legs slightly raised off the floor. Engage your quad. Let's come up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down slow. 1 more time, everybody. Come up slow. 4, 3, 2, down. 4, 3, 2, and relax completely. Bring your knees up toward your chest. It will probably feel nice to do some knee circles after your low back's been in that neutral position while you've been doing the crunches. Okay, so from here, let's do a hamstring stretch. Right leg up. We'll point and flex just 10 times. Breathing 8, 7. Bottom leg can be long as well. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on 1. Flex that foot, stretch. Great job. Set that right foot to the floor. Extend your left leg up. Hold a hamstring stretch there. Point and flex 10 times. Option to slide the right leg long. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, flex and hold, stretch. Take a breath. Exhale. Set that foot down to the floor. Take your right ankle, cross it over your left thigh, pull the knees up just for a brief figure 4 stretch. Grab the glute there. And then I'm going to give you 2 options. If you want to stay here, enjoy that hip stretch, great. If you'd like to add a twist, put your elbows down on the floor, drop your left foot back down, and take your knees over to the left side and stretch here. Take a breath and exhale. Come back into the middle. We'll do that on the other side. Left ankle crosses over the right thigh. Knees come up first for our figure 4 stretch. Relax everything else, shoulders, neck, facial muscles. Breathing deeply. We can stay here with the figure 4 or plant the elbows, bring the foot down and take the knees over to the right. Oh, that feels great. Hold there with a nice deep breath. Exhale. All right, come back to the center line. We'll roll yourself up to seated and finish with a butterfly stretch for inner thigh, hip release, feet together. Sit up tall. The feet can be away from the body or close in, you decide. And then a little hinge forward and hold that stretch. Couple breaths. All right, one final breath in. We'll reach up together. And everyone said, nicely done. Thank you so much for joining me today for LisaBug Stamina, our super slow training. Each week will be something a little different so that we can work stamina of our musculoskeletal system. Okay, now I got to turn our recording off. Stay along for the chat if you can today. And let's see how you did. Okay. Nice. Okay. Interesting.